Hello, you're watching News Mongolia and MNB World. I'm your host, Untitled Chapter. Our top stories. 2,231 more COVID-19 cases and 12 additional deaths reported. Authorities studied the possibility of administering a third dose of a COVID-19 vaccine. New City Hall will be a temporary hospital for COVID-19 patients. For other news, stay tuned. The Ministry of Health reported that 2,231 new COVID-19 cases were confirmed nationwide in the past 24 hours, and 12 more people have died. As of today, 2,231 new cases were confirmed among over 17,000 people who took COVID-19 tests nationwide. Within the past 24 hours, 886 more patients have recovered, including 585 patients who are being treated at hospitals and 301 who are being treated at home. Unfortunately, 12 people between the ages of 55 to 83 died due to COVID-19 complications. Also, 2 non-COVID-19 related deaths occurred among COVID-19 patients aged 41 and 43. Out of the new cases, 8 are hospital-acquired cases. Out of the 2,223 domestic cases, 1,289 were confirmed in ULAN-UDE, and the remaining 934 were confirmed in the provinces. Among the 12,415 COVID-19 patients being treated at hospitals nationwide, 64.2% are showing mild symptoms of illness, and 221 are in critical condition. Additionally, 20,795 patients are being treated at home. Yesterday, over 10,000 people received COVID-19 vaccines nationwide. As of now, 1.9 million people have received the first dose of a COVID-19 vaccine, and 1.7 million out of whom have received the second dose of a vaccine. Health officials encourage people to strictly follow the precautionary measures, as high numbers of COVID-19 cases have constantly been confirmed in the country. On June 21st, members of the Temporary Committee for Monitoring COVID-19 got acquainted with the activities of the emergency headquarters established to manage outbreak measures. According to Deputy Prime Minister Amar Sakhan, 45 to 48% of the population has not been vaccinated yet, and the authorities are calling on all citizens to get immunized.
Researchers have found that 3 out of 4 people who are fully vaccinated are protected from COVID-19 infection. Currently, the Ministry of Health is working with scientists from a U.S. university to understand more about the high rate of transmission in Mongolia, despite the high rate of vaccination. A contract to purchase 2.5 million doses of Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine for children aged 12 to 17 has been signed. The first doses have been delivered. Currently, a team of health experts are studying the possibility of administering a third dose of vaccine. Research is already underway and will soon be finalized and submitted to the National Emergency Commission, and will also be discussed by Cabinet. 1,000 additional beds are being prepared in hospital wards for COVID-19 patients. The number of infections has risen sharply over the past 3 months, and today more than 12,000 patients are being treated at hospitals nationwide. Hospitals are starting to face challenges with a shortage of healthcare workers. Resorts, restaurants, and cafeterias were originally advised to adhere to strict infection control regimes, but normal operations have been restricted for 1 week due to non-compliance with outbreak prevention measures and social distancing rules. The Deputy Prime Minister noted that if the number of infections continues to grow, it may lead to a strict lockdown and curfew.
Thank you for staying with us on MNB World. Now let's look at Mongolia's current affairs.
ULANBAATAR's new city hall will be used as a temporary hospital for COVID-19 patients. The mayor of ULANBAATAR city, SEOUL, has instructed the ULANBAATAR Health Department to turn the new city hall building in Yarmuk into a temporary hospital for pregnant COVID-19 patients and to provide beds for the facility. A meeting was held with city officials to address the issue of hospital bed availability. The meeting was attended in person by district governors, and the heads of other city departments and offices attend online. Hongorjol, head of the Media Relations Department of the ULANBAATAR Governor's Office, clarified during the briefing SEOUL, the mayor of the capital city, gave instructions to the Public Health Department. Preparations will be made in this regard. On Sunday, June 20th, Amar Sahan, the head of the National Emergency Commission, announced that an additional 1,500 beds will be available in 6 districts and the oxygen supply will be increased by 1,000 cylinders.
Now let's check on the currency exchange rates provided by Mongol Bank. The 20th edition of the BBC Cardiff Singer of the World competition concluded on June 19th. A total of 518 opera singers representing 74 countries applied for this year's competition. The 16 best opera singers, including Mongolian state-honored artist Ankhbayar, competed in the Welsh capital Cardiff. Korean baritone Gi-hoon Kim claimed the top prize. We have details from our MNB correspondent in the United Kingdom, Azhu Tamp. The other 4 finalists were mezzo-soprano Claire Barnett-Jones from England, soprano Christina Gansh from Austria, mezzo-soprano Natalia Kutatelitsa from Georgia, and soprano Masabes Cecilia Rangwanasha from South Africa. Due to COVID-19, contestants were selected through online auditions. The competition was held at St. David's Hall, but due to pandemic rules and restrictions, there was no audience present this year. Mongolian baritone Ankhbayar performed Rodriguez' aria from Giuseppe Verdi's opera Don Carlos and Duke Robert's aria from Tchaikovsky's opera Yolanta.
Greetings from Welsh capital Cardiff. I'm really happy to be part of this competition that was held for the first time after the COVID-19 pandemic. Even though we had spent many days in quarantine and had a very few days for the preparation for contest, we all completed the contest successfully. I'm sure that many Mongolian vocalists will take part in upcoming competitions.
It's been a particular thrill to having Ankhbayar here with us in that great mould of wonderful Mongolian singers. He is an absolute thrill and a very, very nice man to have here with us too. We've all enjoyed him. I think that what people find so appealing about Mongolian singers is that they have a completely natural ability to sound as if they're just loving singing. They don't sound as if they've studied for years and years and years, although I know they have, but there's something completely unforced about it, and they give that sense of real enjoyment. Also, they have big voices that thrill everybody here, and it's a different kind of a sound, I think, from perhaps the more manufactured is the wrong word, but a different sound that we sometimes have here in Europe or in America. There's something really thrilling, I think, to hear those voices.
Our baritone Ankhbayar successfully completed his competition at the BBC Cardiff Singer of the World held in Wales. He competed in Romance and Aria category. It's a big honor that Mongolian singer was selected as one of the best 16 opera singers. This year's competition was particular because it's being held during the pandemic. Ankhbayar was the first to arrive in the Welsh capital of Cardiff, and in addition, his performance opened this year's competition. His arias demanded a lot of vocal skills, and he was praised by judges for his professionalism.
In 2015, state-honored artist Amr Tufshin was the first Mongolian to compete in BBC Cardiff Singer of the World. He became one of 5 finalists and a Song Prize finalist and was awarded the Audience Prize. In 2017, Mongolian state-honored artist ULANBAATAR was one of 2 Mongolian competitors. He was selected as one of the competition's 5 finalists after winning round 2 and was a joint winner of the Song Prize. The biennial competition has launched the careers of some of the biggest names in opera, including Dmitry Kholorostovsky and Jamie Barton. Here are the weather forecasts for major cities around the world. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for staying with us on News Mongolia. See you tomorrow with more stories and updates. Please follow MNB World on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Have a great evening. Goodbye.